And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope you all are doing amazing on this wonderful Tuesday, February 11th. If you don't know, you are in the hat, the future, AI, Metaverse, Fintech. You know what the drill is today. We're having an amazing conversation on the next frontier in shopping, the Hello Plaza Mall virtual marketplace. This is where we make worlds come together in immersive experiences. And today we're really going to go through a rundown of what the metaverse is and how it all comes together. Right, love?
You bet. So hello, everybody. It is an amazing week today. Today is Tuesday. Yeah. Taco Tuesday. Anywho, today we're going to do a metaverse tour. We're going to share with you guys the amazing ability of metaverse, whether you are going to be shopping, whether you are looking for business services, coaches, you are looking for cooking lessons, whatever it is, you guys at the end of the day need to understand the power of metaverse. And so guess what? We're diving into the metaverse today. So let's get this boat a-rocking and a-rolling. This party started as if we didn't start about 30 seconds ago. But anywho, let's go, Mr. Jones.
Yeah. So, a lot of us think that metaverse is just for fun and games. And we've put together a great video for what most of you see what metaverse is. And when we start talking about metaverse and business and how it can impact your brand, how it can increase your engagement and build your community, it kind of goes in one ear and, you see something different. And so what we want to be able to do is share with you guys this great video. You're going to laugh. You're going to think, oh, my God, they're so right. But we're going to come back and share with you how this is absolutely the opposite from what we be talking about. So here we go.
Good. I'm done.
Should I just run and jump up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. You did? Crazy guys being here with a drill.
Now look around.
I'm right here with y'all. Hey, come here.
I'm done. I'm done.
And so that right there, guys, was a great example of what so many people think the metaverse is. And I'm here to share with you all that that is nowhere near what the metaverse is about. Number one, when you do have the Oculus headsets, you actually create a boundary around you where you can be sitting, you can be standing, and in that boundary, once you cross that boundary, when you have the Oculus on, it turns right back to reality as if you just have on glasses. So people actually running into things, people, running into the door, what that really means is somebody set them up from failure from the jump and they knew what they were doing, understanding that there was an object or something in front of them that if they were playing a running game, they were playing a scary game or a shooting game, they would maneuver that way. And yes, of course, you're going to run because this is what we keep sharing with you guys all. This is a new way to engage. This is a new experience. It is literally us walking into the metaverse. And what you do see is you see a lot of people that actually have the Oculus headsets on, right? And we're here to share with you guys all that you can join us in our metaverse, right now, just by simply going to our amazing biz in a box at the HelloLLC.io, press that big button that says Hello Plaza, and boom, you have entered into our metaverse world. And right now we're in our Hello Plaza Mall that we're going to showcase to you guys all. But it's really about understanding that what you've seen about games, about, playing around and people running into walls, grandma knocking people out, as you saw at the beginning, the little brother knocking the sister out, that would have definitely been something I would have did.
Definitely.
And so, and been like, oops, I didn't see you there. But yes.
I have one of those older brothers.
It is not that.
You got to watch out for those older brothers.
Exactly. And so we have to be able to understand how this all plays out. And, what we want to be able to do is showcase a video to you guys all that will really help you understand what the metaverse is, especially for a business. Because so often, Tara and I share about, what the metaverse is. And so often people just don't get it. And so we put this room together today to really bring different objectives, different experiences, different people talking about the metaverse. And then, of course, us giving you guys a tour of other businesses that are actively utilizing the metaverse for their business now and how you can utilize it. And especially those that are enterprise, those of you that are, that have a corporation, you have to understand that architecture companies are already utilizing this. For you as a enterprise company, your employees, improving your engagement and the environment. Healthcare industries are already utilizing, the metaverse, this 3D augmented, immersive experience with surgeries and training and actually having replica humans where they don't have to have dead bodies anymore, right? They can literally go in the metaverse and have an example of a human and do these practices. For education, you now can, instead of going to, the zoo, you literally can now have all the kids in this immersive environment that just expands beyond the zoo, teaching history, teaching, different topics and subjects, and actually being immersed in the environment. And we really get to transition this 60, 80-year-old way of teaching our kids in the educational system. And that's just for a different topic in itself. But with that being said, do you have anything you want to add before?
Yeah. I always want to say something. Well, the funny thing is I was just that it piqued my interest because as you were sharing that conversation, I was also we were listening to some information earlier, and one piece of information jumped out at me, and I don't think people realize this and why it's going to be such a powerful tool here in the very, very near future. Excuse me. The whole thing comes down to how people learn. Excuse me, I sucked in my own saliva, y'all. My apologies. So it's how people learn. And nearly 70% of the population learn through visual or physical experience, right? So think of driver's ed. How many of you were bored to death when they were standing up in the classroom talking about it, do this, do that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you'd be doing all this, and you were catching yourself to go to sleep? By the way, our driver's ed was in the middle of the summer, so it was like at summer school, and it sucked. It wasn't during your regular school year. So, but the moment they put you in the car, you were like, hot diggity dang, I'm here to learn now. Let's drive, and the teacher's hoping that you paid attention while he was doing the boring part. My point being why I share that is because 70% of us need to learn through a physical experience or a visual experience. And that, my friends, is no longer what our 2D platforms are providing us. And that is why the metaverse is so powerful, is because of the 3D virtual experience that it gives. It allows you, as whether you're in a company that's using this for internal training, whether you're utilizing this for external customers and clients, heck, whether you sell a product that is some sort of virtual based or an MP4 based, video based, that you need to go ahead and share with people. People don't understand that being immersed into an environment like this allows the learning and the knowledge to be retainable at a higher success rate. Instead of, why are we continuing to insist on showcasing our products, our environments, our old traditional way of reading, where people learn that way. And 70% learn visually. That gains, attention for people, gains over 9 minutes of people's attention is how I should better state that. And so it's really just understanding, ladies and gentlemen, that, and 70% learn visually. That gains, that things, as we move through the marketplace here, we evolve. And I talked about that with Miss Leah Garcia a few weeks ago about people's technical debt. And when we make positions and transitions, that we have to understand, where are we going? And this is another thing. And then I'll park my scooter here. We were listening to a conversation, and actually my nephew literally said the same thing about 5 minutes after I heard this conversation. I think it was like a TikTok motivational video. But I was having a conversation with my nephew as well, and he says, well, Aunt Tara, some of us are born to be leaders and some of us are born not to be leaders. And I kind of, in a sense that I wish everybody was, a leader in their own way. That is not reality. And I have to understand, David has to understand, that when we bring the metaverse to the general population, there's a bit of a, I don't want to, or why is this needed? Kind of like, this is cool, but this is not really something I need right now. And I think the biggest concept that people miss is that, why would you not take advantage of another opportunity to meet people, to share about your business, so that way you can attract more business into your funnel? Like, why would you not do that? And a lot of people, because they're so stuck in survival mode, and this was one of the things, because I was, last week we talked about this, and the first thing I thought about today was, when we were talking about this topic, was, why do people not want to, venture into the metaverse? Why is it that they think that metaverse is dead? It's, it's not a place to be. It's not going to be a useful tool in the future. Why do people discount it? And I realized that because most people are stuck in survival mode. Now, how does that make sense, Tara? Well, this comes down to the simple fact of, when you're stuck in survival mode, you are not interested in learning any other information that is going to be not about getting you out of survival mode, right? You're only worried about running from the lion. You're not worried about stopping along the way and sitting down and reading a book along the way. Oh, no. I got a lion chasing my butt. I'm not going to stop, Tara. And that's the reason. Survival mode is that lion. And we all, as a society, especially in the American society, we are busy, 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 go, 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 hardly ever home. We don't take time for ourselves, let alone for each other, let alone to be able to recoup, rest, and rejuvenate yourself, so that way you show up in a full, wholehearted manner that is authentic and not your run-down, tired version of you. Why do you think coffee and energy drinks are needed so much? It is such a high profitable market in the States right now, because we are a society that doesn't stop. And that's not healthy. And because we don't stop, we don't pay attention to other opportunities that are around us. We don't stop to smell the roses, and we definitely don't stop to listen to anybody sharing with you about what's going to be extremely important and will be a part of everyday life here within the next 5 years or less. And what I mean by that is that all of a sudden, all of these brick and mortars are going to end up finding that I don't need to be open. I don't need to be able to stock all these shelves. I can stock a warehouse. People can shop from the, you're doing it already through your phone on Amazon. So why would people not click an app? Because right now, by the way, if you want to visit Metaverse, you do not need a headset. Unlike the contrary belief that you have to have a Metaverse headset. Nope, you do not. You can get in there from your phone. It's app-based. Now, if you want the immersive experience, the headset gives you the immersive experience. But you still get the virtual experience by being able to see, like right now, how many of you can see my lips moving? See my lips moving. You can see me talking. Yes, you can. And the beautiful thing about that is that, see, blah, 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 blah. See those lips moving? The point being is I'm sitting here talking to you guys through my phone. David is through his laptop. So when he's talking and his lips are moving, it's through his laptop and I'm on my phone. So we do this to show you guys that you do not need headsets to get in here. So back to survival mode, which is why people don't get in the metaverse, because we are not open to anything else going on in our life, because we are so got to go to the next thing. I got to do this. Oh, I got to do this for work. Oh, Billy needs, cleats for football practice. Oh, Susie needs a new softball mitt. Oh, we got to go here. We got to go there. Oh, it's Valentine's Day this weekend. Oh, I haven't even thought about what we're going to do there, but there's cupcakes that need to be delivered to the school for, little Susie's class party. And we are in constant go. And because of that, we do not stop to take time for ourselves. We do not stop to have conversations with anybody else. And because we do not stop and do things that interest us and learn knowledge and read and watch videos and inform and educate yourself, and because we don't have time to do those things, we miss out on opportunities to understand why the metaverse will be the largest shopping platform available within the next 5 years. Amazon who? Amazon will have a full entire mall that you will be able to walk in and say, I want to shop women's clothing. And you go bloop, bloop, right into the women's clothing section, and you will be able to shop every product they have and try it on and say, ooh, do these make my butt look big? I need some shorter heels. Nope, I like this. And you'll be able to order or put it back on the rack. And that's how many of you, and I'll park here, how many of you have watched, I think, like 13 going on 30? It's a girly movie. There's another one out there too, and I can't remember what it is. But it's all about one day waking up and walking into their closet, and they live in the future, and their closet is virtual, and their clothes spin. And they just type in, oh, I want to wear that. And it pops out, and you try it on. And you get a virtual try on, and then you're like, nope, don't like it. Send it back into the closet. And that's exactly what is going to happen. If you're seeing it in the movies, you are going to have it at your fingertips, as Mr. Jones has always educated us about. And last but not least, the reason people don't get into the metaverse is because they don't push the button. They think it's too hard. And it's easier to get into the metaverse than it is for me to get into fan base. And I'm not picking on fan base. I have nothing against fan base. We're in here. We support the app. But when I was logging on and trying to set up my account through fan base, I had to go through a process of steps and over to my email and back and this and that and the other. And you know how many steps it takes to get into the metaverse? 4 simple steps. Yes, at some point, you need to go confirm your email. So I get the fact that you got to go in your email. But my point being is it's 4 simple steps. And when we make it hard, people don't get in there. And it blows my mind why people will get into an app, but they can't get into a metaverse, which is an app. Okay, parking my scooter.
Well, thanks, love, for that amazing share. And, you're so spot on. And even when we talk about the metaverse, the metaverse, we have to understand.
Your lips are moving.
Yeah, the metaverse, we have to understand that, it is, a 3D and really a 3C, where we talk about, community, creation, and commerce at the end of the day. And that's really what this is, where you get to step inside the internet. And as always, new technology leads to new behavior, which Tara just talked about. Being able to go into your closet and just being able to virtually pick, what you do. And a lot of you are already shopping online already on Amazon or through the store or whatever. And I know for myself, speaking from a guy, I would never shop online if I could never touch it, feel it, or see it, because I would want to try it on. And I would always go to the mall. But now going to the mall, say what? Never. Even ordering shoes, I would always want to go and order the shoes and be able to literally put them on and things of that sort. But those days are gone due to the fact of new technology creates new behavior. And so we continue to share with people, oh, no, I'll never do that. And yet we do it. Just like for a lot of you, you probably would have never expected that you would have, your credit card, number saved in your phone or automatically saved on an app. Oh, no, I don't know about this. Oh, no, I don't know about that. But your behavior has changed. How dare you don't have my information auto-filled already where I can, get it rocking and rolling. And, I found myself that as well. And so speaking from experience. And so what we would like to do is we would like to share with you guys a video that literally kind of breaks down, what the metaverse is. And so we're going to share this video with you. And then when we come back, we're going to do a full tour of our Hello Plaza Mall that you guys can go to our biz in a box, thehellollc.io, more than a website. It is a link to an experience, a smart link more than anything, where we pivot people from 2D to 3D. And all of this is encompassed in that with new systems, new foundation. And this is what we share with people. You got to make the pivot. And we can show you, we can teach you, or we can do it for you. But you got to do something and not just be that old hound dog sitting on the nail, howling and screaming and wondering why your business doesn't work, because you're not working, to be 100. And to be quite frank and honest. And nothing's wrong with having a side hustle. But are you a business owner or are you a side hustler? There's a different world, there's a different energy, there's a different vibration to those things. And you have to make that determination of what you want to do. And businesses are already implementing these new technologies. So it's not just us. And so here we go, folks. Buckle up.
The metaverse.
The metaverse. The metaverse.
Let's talk about metaverse.
By now, you've probably heard of the metaverse.
From now on, we're going to be metaverse first, not Facebook first.
But even with all this hype,
and many are betting big that it could change the face of how we interact.
We have to say it's pretty amazing.
The metaverse might still be a little confusing.
What is the metaverse?
The metaverse is basically the successor state to today's mobile internet. It's an internet that is going to be a lot more immersive, more social possibly, a lot more engaging, more 3D. So it's almost like the internet's going to be all around us in some ways, breaking away from our phones, our desks.
The metaverse is going to offer, at least in the way that we define it, let's say it's going to be Web 3.0. It's going to be a world that's going to be more seamless. It's going to give more opportunity for much better experiences, much more immersive experiences.
And to get there are a lot of different technologies involved.
It is enabled by many different technologies. So AI, obviously, which is really hot right now, is part of the future state of the internet. AR and VR, 5G, 6G, cloud computing, edge computing. There's an element of blockchain as well, possibly. So yeah, it's kind of how we will experience the future state of the internet. So that to me is part of that beginning idea and concept of how do we make the world more immersive.
I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta.
Mark Zuckerberg made this announcement in late 2021, saying that his company is now going to be
Metaverse first, not Facebook first.
And other major brands and companies proceeded to join the Metaverse party. Fashion brands like Nike and Gucci created virtual experiences for customers to explore their history, products, and designs. Walmart built a virtual world called Walmart Land, where people can play games, attend concerts, and buy virtual merchandise for its avatars. But some people argue that the metaverse still has a long way to go.
You know, as much as I don't necessarily always like seeing those headlines that proclaim the death of the metaverse, I understand that it was overhyped. There was just a lot. I think it's important to kind of understand that, especially for the younger generations, for Gen Z, but more so Gen Alpha, whatever happens in these virtual spaces is still very real, right? Just because it happens in Fortnite doesn't make it less real to them. It's very real. It's this continuum of the spaces they inhabit, which can be virtual and the physical world. The friends, the relationships they make are real. For a lot of us that are in this industry, it's also making sure that we explain to people, like, this is a long-term vision. It's a long-term play.
We do have one more thing.
And there are some notable companies making long-term plays on the metaverse. Apple unveiled in June 2023 its long-awaited
Vision Pro,
a mixed reality headset scheduled to be released in early 2024. Tech website The Verge demoed it and called it
the best possible version of a VR headset.
Also in 2023, BMW opened what it calls the world's first virtual factory, a digital twin of a factory that it can run simulations on before actually opening the real physical factory. BMW did this using NVIDIA's Omniverse platform, which its CEO has compared to the metaverse. Epic Games, the developers of the hugely popular Fortnite game, is also deeply invested in the metaverse, after raising $2 billion to advance the company's vision to build the metaverse. The LEGO Group, which announced a metaverse partnership with Epic Games, is also bullish on the metaverse space.
Firstly, I don't think that Metaverse is going to be just one platform. I think Metaverse, at least in my view, should be platform agnostic. I think that's the benefit of it, is the fact that it's going to actually be agnostic to a particular platform. It's going to exist in different technologies, and it should be interoperable. And I think what's going to power it up is if people are able to move seamlessly through the experiences in the Metaverse versus actually being siloed into one particular platform.
So whether it's on Roblox, Fortnite, NVIDIA's Omniverse, and through a Meta or Apple headset, or something else entirely, there are a lot of different directions the metaverse could go. And that's the point, as technology, the internet, and the way we use both of them evolves.
This is not going to go away. The internet will continue to evolve. The hardware is going to continue to evolve beyond our phones. You know, what that post-smartphone future, new wearables are going to potentially open up new ways of us to engage with the internet. Those are all things that brands look at towards the horizon. So yeah, the long-term value is that things are moving fast, technology is converging, and a whole new generation that is going to change things is slowly, growing up.
And that is a prime example of what the metaverse is, what it will be in the future, and why it is important. And I think at the end of the day, as I shared earlier, 70% of us are visual learners. So let's go take a little tour around the Hello Plaza Mall here. This is one segment of our mall, and let's go check out some shops. Let's go, boss. And so here we are entering into Miss Mac Leadership Solutions. Miss Merlin Clark is the coach and professional at Mac Leadership Solutions and the owner and CEO. And in here, Miss Merlin has an amazing variety of what she has going on. At first, it explains her Mac leadership, introduces her to who she is. And then coming over here, we have where she is a professional speaker, and you can hire Miss Merlin for her speaking engagement. By the way, she is a certified Toastmaster, so that is an amazing accomplishment in there. She has her workshops, her leadership workshops. She has her coaching opportunities that you can take advantage of. You can book a 30-minute consultation. She has an amazing book right over here. Then over here to the right, she has her membership platform, her Success Academy. And last but not least, she teaches this amazing tool called DISC, D-I-S-C, and that it helps you become a better leader in your professional world, as we all ought to seek. But the amazing thing is, if we wanted to continue on the party, you could hit this amazing portal right here in the back of Discover More, and this will take you into her studio. So we will go visit a few other shops, but that would take you back into where she does her podcast. She could host trainings. She can host one-on-one meetings and share just a little bit more about what she's doing and how she is improving and making an impact in this amazing world. So next, we will walk directly across here into Miss Roberta Pacino. Yes, that is Al Pacino's sister, you guys. She is an amazing individual, an artist. And as you can see here, all strung through her entire shop is her artwork. We have right here on the center display a few of her different art pieces. She has her king's table here to the left, as you can see, right over here. She has her Meet the Artist little bio, so you guys can come in here and discover a little bit more about Miss Roberta and how amazing she is. Back here, we have her another piece of her artwork that is the Forest Feast, from this position. I cannot see that, got to zoom in. Pasta on the Pier. And then last but not least in the back here is her portal to her podcast, The Kiss of Fame. And that podcast, guys, we were a guest on. She had a lot of other amazing individuals as guests and is talking about their kiss of fame and their, how to run a successful business and how to, what's the ups and downs of it. She also has a couple of other pieces of artwork here on both sides. And then as we loop back around here, make it back up the backside, don't forget her amazing free giveaway. Right over here, it's her free calendar for 2025 with her art that she is showcasing, Icy Love.
And the great thing about this that people have to understand is that coming into the metaverse, you also get to go back to the 2D world.
Oh, yeah.
Where right now you can literally hit this button that says Discover More, and it will allow you to go to Roberta Pacino's Biz in a Box or her actual website per se. And so a lot of you have to understand that this allows you to be able to convert and go back from 2D to 3D, because a lot of people wonder, well, David, how can people purchase? How can people go learn more about my books? How can they download, more about my information? Because in the metaverse, our metaverse especially, we convert back and forth from 2D to 3D. So you can sell, you can promote, you can do anything and everything in the actual metaverse. And what we would love to do is maybe take them back to Miss Roberta's actual studio, so where they can see how they can replace their actual Zoom that they currently have going right now.
Well, let's look at her other things right here, and then we'll take a tour, and we'll take our tour down that lane. So her other things here, she has Discover More, framing options, and her Etsy store. And so in all of these different Discover More buttons, as David shared, you can simply click there. And so if she's giving away these items, how do I get them? Well, you get to interface in a 3D way, but you can get it in 2D form until your cell phone accepts 3D material, which let me tell you, that's coming down the pipeline. That we are on the cusp. We are moving, and this train is moving forward. And so as we all are used to websites and familiar with websites, this is where it will allow us to be able to integrate our website that we've done so much work, or your amazing Biz in a Box Smart Link, if you're like Miss Roberta here. But the point being is it'll be able to integrate any of those platforms in here, so you're not losing that work, and it's familiar to people, because the biggest thing is a confused mind will say no. And so you have to understand that, yes, you can implement a cool feature like this that gets people's attention, but the moment it's time to check out, you take them right back into a familiar setting that they're used to, they know, and they're ready to go, Joe. So let's move this little party on back here to the back, and we're going to go check out Miss Roberta's Kiss of Fame podcast and studio that will allow us. All righty there. So as it loads up here, and that's just because David has 1,700 windows open on his computer right now as he's showing you this amazing space, we'll let this load up. But as you guys, we make the transition from one space into the next space, you're able to use the amazing portals. And those portals allow you to also link your Smart Link, Business Box Smart Link, or your website or any other platform. Say you have a Shopify store and you don't have a website, don't have anything else, you just have a Shopify store and you want to link that. You can come in here and you can also put up all of these images, make all of these images clickable, or you can go over to portal. And so we're going to walk around here and go check out the amazing outer loop here in this Miss Roberta's studio here. And as you guys can see here, we are on the outer ring, and this is Miss Roberta's gallery. And so off to the left-hand side, you can see all of these beautiful paintings that Miss Roberta has done. And if you want to, as we come around the corner, I'm going to stop over here at the bear and the fish, because that's my favorite, this one right here. This is my favorite. I don't know why. I think it's the bear and the seal with the little fish on the platter. But it's the Arctic appetite. You can actually click the shop now, just as Mr. Jones showed you over in the other storefront. And again, it will allow you to link your 2D platform, your Business Box Smart Link, your website, your Shopify store, whatever it is that you have, even if it's just a podcast and you want to link it over to your podcast, whatever that link is, you can link that to where people can immediately go and get more from you, whether they're buying, whether they're buying your services, buying your products, whether they just want to get curious and see and check out more. Because the other thing is you can link these to your social media and then direct people right over to your social media, so they're all interconnected. That is why you need a smart link, by the way, Business Box Smart Link, because that's our Business Box Smart Link does all that and a bag of chips. But that's not what this conversation was about right here. It's about you can link your 2D to your 3D, and that is how you do it. So we're going to continue walking around here at the end just so you can see all of this amazing artwork that Miss Roberta has up. And then guess what? Maybe I want to go swimming. I'm just going to jump off the ledge right here. Bam! And in I go. Come on, Mr. Jones, follow me. And that's what Mr. Jones did. He jumped right in here. And guys, down here is another little cave under the water where you can be able to put up any kind of art, any kind of products. We were just having a conversation today with one of our amazing Pivot members and Business Box Smart Link clients, and showcasing with her that she too could come down here and be able to put up a virtual learning knowledge station to where people could go around like you do in the museums, and you go from each station to each station and you learn a little bit more. And so the information that she's sharing, she can come down here and create a whole sort of museum that people could come and have an interactive learning session. So that is the beautiful thing about having all this space. And so up top, you saw was Miss Roberta's, which was right behind me over my shoulder there. And we'll go back up here 1 second. Let's take it. Here we go, boss. Ding, 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 ding. And back up the stairs we go. And we're back up here into Miss Roberta's studio. So she can stand over here in front of her amazing Kiss of Fame and share more about her podcast when she's live, currently on session break right now. But more importantly, you can walk around here and learn about all the things that she's up to. So she has her artwork. You can learn more about her. We can actually even walk right through the column here and come back here to other portals where you can discover more. You can actually discover more in the sense of going and visiting our mall, back to Miss Roberta's storefront, and over to our Hello Plaza. And most of you know exactly where our Hello Plaza is and all the fun things we do there. We just had our Super Bowl party there. But these, again, are portals to where she can link people to run around and go to different spaces. So let's go ahead and move over to the other side so you guys can check out the cool things that we have over there. And then we'll go back to the mall and go check out a couple other different storefronts. So over here, Miss Roberta has more information about her podcast, and then, of course, into the gallery for her amazing artwork, right? So, again, this is a private space. She can host her meetings back here. She can host her one-on-one consultations. She can host, her podcast as she is. If you want to go live every day, you can come back here. This is your studio. So follow me across this space over here, and we're going to head right on back to the Department of Mall.
And as we head back there, guys, we're going to play this amazing video that will be able to showcase a little bit more about what the metaverse is to businesses more than anything. So here we go.
You bet. Let's go.
Metaverse of businesses. I work with lots of organizations, helping them to understand future trends and get ready for future trends. And the metaverse is one of those trends that organizations really need to understand and get ready for. It simply means it's the more immersive version of the internet. So the starting point very often is to look at your marketing and customer engagement, where we use augmented reality and virtual reality. And basically the starting point is you meet your customers where they already are. We now have the beginning of virtual worlds in the gaming world, worlds like Fortnite and Roblox, and organizations are moving into those spaces to build their own little virtual worlds to meet customers where they are, especially Gen Z customers. And they create more immersive experiences. We see this even in very simple ways where wine manufacturers now give you the ability to use augmented reality to bring wine labels to life and just create more immersive customer experiences. We can see this in the customer service world where IKEA can explain using holograms and augmented reality how to put their furniture together. This is the starting point. But for me, it goes much further. Organizations also need to look at their products and services and think, how can we bring these technologies into our products and services? And there's even the possibility and a huge opportunity to create digital-only products. For me, companies like Nike and Gucci are such good examples. Nike actually bought Artifact Studio. This is a studio that makes amazing virtual sneakers. And people now spend money on it. In our younger generation, Gen Zs are used to spending a good amount of money to dress their avatars, buying skins in Fortnite. And of course, if you have branded products like Nike or Gucci, there's a huge opportunity for them to sell virtual goods and virtual products. There's also a huge opportunity for support services. For me, the metaverse is a bit like this new gold rush. And during the gold rush, the people that really got rich were the ones that sold shovels. So the support services, the companies that allow people to build avatars, the companies that help you build virtual worlds. And we have seen this already, companies like NVIDIA, for example. They started in the gaming world and suddenly realized lots of their expertise around building virtual gaming worlds is now applicable to the business world too. Other companies like Autodesk, they were a 3D design software. And again, they realized we can now use this to build 3D digital products, digital worlds. So there's a huge opportunity for organizations that are already in this space to potentially offer support services. And then, of course, every business needs to look at their own operations and think about how they can use metaverse technology in this. One of the biggest opportunities for me is using things like digital twins. So digital copies of processes or products or machinery. And the design process. We see this in Formula One, for example. A race car spends over 80% of its design phase in the virtual world, where people create it virtually and they test drive it through virtual wind tunnels and they test drive it on virtual race tracks until it is then 3D printed in 60%. Then they tweak it, and then they build the real car. And we have seen this in architecture firms where they now use virtual worlds to build and test out their virtual architecture. So if you build skyscrapers, you can then use artificial intelligence to create a digital twin of this architecture. And even architects can meet in the virtual world. So you can meet in this. You put your VR goggles on, you walk around it, you meet with other architects from all over the world, and you can tweak the designs and you can see what the experience will be like at sunset, at sunrise, and so on in different conditions. When it's busy, you can lay out the rooms differently. And then, of course, the own employee experience will change. We can meet in a skyscraper, in a virtual skyscraper from all over the world, and we can run meetings more immersively. Companies like Zoom and Teams and others are working on making their meetings more immersive, bringing in holograms and augmented reality and virtual reality capabilities. But if you're in healthcare, a huge opportunity to try surgery on a digital twin using virtual reality, where surgeons can test drive a certain operation. Or in education, there are huge opportunities. Think about transporting kids into an ancient environment. Instead of reading about it, you can do a school trip in virtual reality where the classmates and the teacher all come together. So there are huge opportunities across not only marketing and customer engagement, but really rethinking your products and rethinking your business operations. The key is that you look at this strategically and you think, how is my business adding value? Where is this all going in the future? And how can I leverage metaverse technologies to help me deliver and provide a better experience, more value to my customers, my shareholders, my employees? Once you've done this, it's also important then to look at your skills and your organizational culture, which are all things I will go into in a lot of more depth in other videos on this channel. As I said, there's so much more. If you have many.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly a video that shares more about what the metaverse is going to be for your business and within the business community. And guess what? If you don't have a business, you're going to be doing business with someone in the metaverse. So you will be a consumer within metaverse, or you'll be a business within metaverse. And so, yeah, it is a deeper dive. Mr. Jones, what did you gather out of that amazing video?
You know, I think what we have to understand is that, you know, the future is already here, as he said. You know, it's not something that's tomorrow. There's companies that are already doing it. And we've shared with you guys for the longest time that Nike, Accenture, Gucci, Johnson & Johnson, Amazon, you know, all of these companies have already been utilizing the metaverse, where Accenture just trained 150,000 new employees in the metaverse, which increases engagement, increases, you know, their training of actually, you know, retaining a lot of the information, and it makes it different. You cut out the travel time. You cut out, buying lunch, buying pizza, HR issues, all of these, insurance issues, hotels, all of these things. And it really works best for not only the actual employee, but also the business. Because I remember, that I would have to leave town for a week to go to this training. And if you have kids, you have, a family, you have other obligations. Oh my God, trying to travel to Washington or Chicago or LA for training and leave, your significant other, and or just imagine if you're a single mother. And so there's so many great benefits that this metaverse brings to the table on so many fronts, that just like we continue to remind you guys about AI and about AI being, the next, grammar check, the next, Siri, the next Alexa. And so often we forget that it's supposed to benefit our lives and help our lives. And that is exactly what this does. For an entrepreneur, you no longer have to worry about location. You can literally be able to have your business in every location, being in the metaverse and literally having your business brick and mortar store on a wall, on a TV, on an extra computer, on an extra laptop, especially doing business with the Hello LLC. And so we continue to remind you guys of how important it is to move forward. And just listening to Tara the other day, she had an amazing conversation with Miss Leah Garcia on her Wealthy Wednesdays, where you were sharing with people, don't go backwards. So often we go backwards in technology, or we stay stagnant in technology, and then something comes up, you're like, oh my God, where has this been? We've had one of our pivot members be like, oh my God, I love this metaverse. When did you guys do this? And I was like, we've been doing this. And this is where it comes to us to pay attention to really what's going on and to shift your mindset, AKA mind, your mind shift, and understanding that we've been utilizing the same technology for so long. And it's time to really up our game and really be able to strategically put ourselves in the position that we want ourselves to be in. And right now is the greatest time to do that. And so we highly encourage you guys, book a demo with us. Come learn more about, our metaverse storefronts. These are literally nowhere near as expensive that people make them out to be. We literally had one client that came to us and was like, hey, can you build this out for us? And we were like, sure. And we shared with them the price, and they decided, that they could go elsewhere. And lo and behold, 3 months later, they come back and they're like, oh my God, David, I got this going on, I got that going on, I got this going on, I got this going on, and it wasn't done right. Can you help me? And then they start telling me the price, and I'm like, no, I cannot do it for that price. This is why you get for what you pay for. If you get cheap and you pay cheap, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get cheap work. And if this is where we all have to be able, as we share, know your worth. In every aspect of your business, that we know we do good work, we do great work. Ask around, you're gonna get, oh my God, I got a whole lot more than what I paid for from our Biz in a Box, our AI MotionWorks, our Pivot membership, especially our actual storefront that will show you one of our newest, storefronts that's coming up. And this is where we continue to share with you guys that, look, the choice is yours. We all have 3 things every single day. We all get a chance, we all get a choice, and we all get to make a decision.
Yep.
And that all relies on what energy, what vibration. And we continue to share with you guys, we are here to raise your vibration because we want more for you than from you at the end of the day. And the future's not yesterday, right? It's already here. And so this is where, we really have to be able to look at it and see how it all works out for us. But let's continue our tour, love.
Absolutely. So we're going to go over here and check out Miss Astonishing Pearls. It's right behind me here. And guys, this is just an amazing store here. Miss Astonishing Pearls is in, helping everybody unlock the power of potential. In addition, You know, she is helping others identify, you know, dealing with difficult choices and difficult things going on in life, chronic fatigue, her apparel. She's got mental wellness awareness. It allows you to book a free little one-on-one with her so you can chit-chat with her and see if you can utilize her mentoring or coaching services. And she too is doing amazing things in this world. So let's go back out here and check out the last couple of stores real quick as we leave you guys with an amazing tour of the metaverse. Right here across, we have our newest member, Empowerment Enterprises, ELD. Miss Empowerment Enterprises, which is Miss Ebony Dendy, is up to great things. She has 2 businesses under her umbrella here. Her Integ Solutions, which is helping to eradicate bullying. And then she has her 412 Hemp Heals, which is CBD product that helps CBD benefits of, you know, wellness and being all natural.
Joints, depression, anxiety.
Yeah.
All of those things that, you know, a lot of us have that, you know, she's exploring a different avenue that definitely has been proven to work. And so, you know, we're all for it, supporting and helping in any way possible, especially, you know, the wellness industry being one of the first industries that we, you know, started in and started making our mind shift in, which is why we share with people, just start, because you never know where you're going to finish.
You never know where you're going to finish. But she has amazing products, guys, up here. She has her apparel. She's actually, we were just talking today, going to be adding a lot more to that. She also has her amazing 10 benefits of CBD. So get your free copy of that. You can just go over here to my left and right there and click that amazing white little box, and it'll take you directly on over to her Biz in a Box smart link, and you can download that immediately. Jones just, you know, kind of kicked himself out there, so we're back. And so we have, we're back. And so over here we have our Integ Solutions. And in her Integ Solutions, it's really about helping make a change in workplaces, workplace bullying, workplace discrimination, and eradicating that issue within corporate America. Her and I had a great conversation about this, about how awful and how actually prevalent it is. I shared some things from my point of view, and boy, howdy, let me tell you, as a beautiful Black woman, she shared a lot of things that she's had to deal with from her side, and it just is unfortunate that that's what it is, and that we have to have consultations and services like this. But I'm glad we do, because it's there, and so we can't turn a blind eye. And so kudos to Miss Ebony, you know, taking that on and spearheading that, for lack of better words, BS.
And be on the lookout for her amazing Hello Pivot, where we're going to do a whole entire launch of her amazing business, of what she's up to, and you can hear it from her mouth alone.
Absolutely. So she'll be doing some more amazing things in here. And last but not least, we're going to come over here, guys. We got 2 more stores. We have a Miss You're Amazing Cleo. Set yourself free in here. Cleo, guys, she is an amazing coach. She's an amazing mom. She's an amazing human, just all together. And she is a busy little beaver. But the beautiful thing about, she's helping people be empowered. She's helping people leave that old story behind that you no longer need to carry with you. She has her apparel. She has her coaching services. She also has her amazing Set Yourself Free podcast that she does in the metaverse as well, just like Miss Roberta Pacino in the back there. And so, guys, you can jump in here, learn more about how Miss Cleo can help you thrive in this world today by, you know, not only doing personal and professional coaching, but she also helps people with anything. If you have substance abuse, or if you have anything and need help in that, her and her amazing best friend have a group together that they help individuals get into where they need to go and be in the right groups that will help them instead of hurt them and, you know, set them back, right? So check out Miss Cleo. She's up to great, amazing things. And then we're going to head right over across the street here to singing chef Andy. If you guys don't know who Singing Chef Andy is, he
will make you hungry.
I was literally going to say the exact same thing. He will make you hungry hippo. But yes, guys, not only does, excuse me, 1 second, let me reset myself, Mr. Jones. There you go, beautiful. So, guys, not only does Chef Andy have his amazing pasta sauces, but he's up to so many other things in this world. You can still get his pasta sauces through his amazing Biz in a Box Smart Link, but inside of that, he also hosts shows and is out there within, the world of entertainment, entertaining beautiful people, bringing the music, bringing the delicious flavors that he has right to your fingertips and to your forks into your mouth. So, guys, Chef Andy's up to amazing things. There's a lot of beautiful things coming down the pipeline for him that we're excited about and can't wait for him to be able to share more about those things. But with that said, this is the Metaverse. You have had an official tour of our Hello Plaza Mall here, one segment of it. We have actually a couple other ones that you can jump in. You can also go check out our Hello Plaza Park, which is full of shopping and entertainment and business services, not just like our mall is. And you can go, just like this weekend, we watched a Super Bowl party. We had a Super Bowl party and had people come in and join us and be able to watch the Super Bowl completely uninterrupted. And how many of you, if you did not be able to see it, and missed that halftime show, boy, we had Kendrick up in the Metaverse, doing his thing. And so with that said, guys, be open. Stop living in the world of survival, because survival's not getting you anywhere. Survival's hindering you. Survival is setting you back and increasing your technical debt. And so instead of going backwards, let's go forwards. Find out why you want to utilize the Metaverse to be able to up your business. Let's take their client experience from 9 seconds to over 9 minutes. Let's take your clients, your staff, your team ability to learn and retain the information from 30% to 70%. Let's use the tools that are right here at our fingertips, and us at The Hello LLC are your guides to do that. That's why we show up day in, day out, so we can bring these amazing tools to you so you can work smarter, not harder. I'll say this, as we signed off today with Miss Ebony, as we were, tying up all of her stuff, she says, wow, you guys really are going to make my life easier. All of these systems, all of these things that we have available now with my amazing Biz in a Box Smart Link, with her store that we just went and toured, Empowerment, Empowered ELD, excuse me, guys, I'm tripping over my own words there. But it was just the simple fact that we are able to get your business in line and help you stop being the janitor and start being the president. And as Miss Leah Garcia has shared with us multiple times, her Biz in a Box Smart Link is saving her so much time and the ability for her to focus on what she does best, which is why she started doing what she does, is to be able to help make an impact. And her having conversations with other people instead of sitting there having to send out reminders and emails and all these other things is a lifesaver. And that is what we do. We don't only set up your systems and your foundations, but we create experiences. And we allow technology to work for you instead of you working in your technology. So with that said, Mr. Jones, let's, what would you like to share in this beautiful closing?
Yeah, you guys know that we always are going to come up with some amazing facts and on being able to showcase, how this is going to work out for you guys all. But, you have to understand, we talk numbers. Not feelings, not opinions, not what your mama think, not what your broke brother-in-law think, but really, people that have a whole lot bigger R&D research team than what you have, and really understanding that the global market for the metaverse is projected to reach $1.5 trillion by 2030, okay? They're saying that virtual commerce will surge. 25% of people are expected to spend 1 hour daily in the metaverse by 2026. We're in 2025, okay? Just FYI. e-commerce integration. 70% of brands are planning to have a presence in the marketplace within the next 5 years, okay? Digital real estate. Real estate is going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs utilizing the metaverse, because all of us, think about this, if you are searching for a home or have been searching for a home, a lot of the videos and images and all of those things are already done. So you're going to Zara, or you're going to Home, or you're going to somewhere else, and you're really, not being able to understand, what the actual house looks like. But in the metaverse, you now can go and experience it in a whole new way. And these real estate agents are utilizing this left and right. And so virtual real estate sales in the metaverse have exceeded 500 million in 2021. And they're projected to double annually. When we talk about, boosting productivity, utilizing the metaverse and collaboration tools report that there's a 30% increase in productivity. Going to enterprises, going to corporations, going to a big, board of directors and saying, hey, instead of you having, all these new employees travel to Washington, D.C., put them up in a hotel, pay for their breakfast, hopefully they show up on time, hopefully you don't have any HR issues or anything that goes wrong, you now can increase your productivity by 30% and decrease your overhead price by 40%. Which is insane. Tell me what business owner is going to say no to that? They're not. Walmart has already trained over 1 million employees in the metaverse, as we talked about with Accenture. Advertising, right? New technology creates a new behavior. The metaverse spend is predicted to reach $144 billion by 2030. When we talk about consumer engagement, companies utilizing AR and VR in the metaverse see a 40% higher customer engagement rate. That's by Accenture. That's not David talking, right? Cost reduction. Businesses can save up to 50% on operational costs by hosting virtual events instead of physical events, right? That's huge. So your yearly, a seminar that you go to, wherever it is that you don't want to go to, and be, locked up while they take you to Bahamas, and they got you locked up in the room, the meeting room, for 8-10 hours. Then you got to be back. You're like, why'd you even bring me here? I'm not even much enjoying the Bahamas. You might as well left me at the house. And so, this right here is just going to be a huge shift of behavior as we continue to share with you guys. And these companies are doing it, especially with virtual shopping experience, can increase your conversion rates by 70% compared to standard online stores. And that is a huge reason why we create these virtual storefronts, for you guys to be able to see how this too can help your business out. No matter how big you are, no matter how small you are, you can be a step above. Prime example, when our clients have their biz in the box, they literally have no more business cards. They can say, hey, scan this QR code, and they can say, hey, you know what? Go and check out my pasta sauces from my metaverse storefront. Metaverse, but we don't have the VR headsets. No, hit that button right there on my biz in a box. It says, go visit my metaverse storefront. Boom. They drop in here. They now get to learn about your pasta sauces. They now get to come in here and learn about, your actual, your books, your coaching, your groups, join your community, learn, go and shop your apparel, go and book an appointment with you. I mean, the list goes on. And just like for Miss Roberta Pacino, this is now her new podcast room. This is also, instead of her, having her art go to a restaurant that's sitting in somebody's restaurant where people putting their sticky fingers over, or it might mess up her painting, or it might get dropped. She now gets to say, hey, come into my virtual storefront and go check out my gallery in the metaverse. That now people get to see all of her paintings. And so, this takes it to a completely different level where Mac leadership can be able to say, hey, instead of meeting me on Zoom for a boring, crusty, dusty, webinar, meet me in my back room in the metaverse, that we can have the same conversation, if not better. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You don't have to turn on your camera if you don't want to.
Bingo.
And so, this makes it a whole lot better to where you get to shift the experience and increase the engagement and, be able to showcase your business, your brand in a completely different way. And that's what we do. And, this is why we talk to future forward thinking entrepreneurs, because, a small mind might not get this concept, or not even a small mind, somebody that's stuck in the past and holding on to the old traditional ways and, wondering why things aren't working. You got to be able to step up your game and step outside your comfort zone, because whatever you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. And so get uncomfortable and learn some new things, whether it be from us, whether it be from somebody else. Do something more than nothing. And now that you know about this experience, and I just shared with you all these amazing facts, it's even harder for you not to do something. And it even makes it worse on you now that you know, and you're not doing anything about it. And so welcome, Buttercup, to the parade, to the future of utilizing Web3, utilizing this metaverse, utilizing this fintech, this blockchain that we continue to talk about. And, as always, you guys make sure you come in and you check us out for our amazing Wisdom Wednesday. Tomorrow, we're going to have a great conversation on, success isn't accidental. It's the art of strategic planning at the end of the day. And then being able to understand that on Thursday, we have amazing guests, Mr. Jason Wilson. Some of you know him as the spiritual dream coach, the CEO of the Circle of Friends Club. He's going to be joining us here in the metaverse on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys come and join us. Breaking Free from Trauma, Reclaiming Your Power and Purpose is the name of this Thursday's Hello Pivot. And so definitely come and join us this Thursday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, not 7 like you guys normally. So don't show up 30 minutes late. But more importantly, if you guys don't know, you should know, we have our amazing Getting Naked podcast. This is episode 5 on February 21st. That's 2 Fridays from this Friday. It's going to be uncensored and exposed. What's it really like dating interracially, especially with Valentine's Day coming up, this Friday. We're definitely going to have a very candid conversation on Tara and I, being in an interracial relationship, especially after everything that's been going on here lately. So definitely come and join us in our Getting Naked studio that we have, of course, that you can come. There we go. You can be a part of this live podcast.
Just great information. Again, you guys, it's here at your fingertips. It's free. You can come out and experience it. You don't even have to have, you don't have to buy nothing. You can come experience this for free. That's the coolest thing about it. Yes, we have services for you to guys take up and, that we offer, so that way you can pivot your business in here. But to come experience it and walk through it, it's free. Push the button. Just do it. Yes, you scroll Facebook every night. Why can't you stroll through the streets of Metaverse? So it's been a beautiful conversation. Thank you so much to everybody being here. Tomorrow we'll be back. We'll be back on Thursday. And then we wish you guys a whole lot of an amazing holiday this weekend. But with that said, you know the drill.
We're going to play an actual video of our amazing Hello storefronts that you guys can learn more about. And you can tap in with us and get a free tour.
You're a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner. The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact